Okay, I'm back just briefly here. It's starting to get a little darker, and surprisingly enough, you can already see Earthshine. I I didn't think I'd be. I mean, it's still dusk. I can still see the sun setting on the horizon. Well, not the sunset. It's sunset, but I'm still seeing the glow of dusk, or there's an official term, I'm sure. But I have the telescope overexposed, or the camera overexposed, and you can see um, the rim, the moon there. So even at 2/3, you can still make out the edge of the moon there. Now, whenever there's just a sliver of the moon visible, you can actually see the Earth shine like perfectly clear, and you'll actually make details out. Right now, you can't really see details. You can just make out the edge, um, and that's about it. And it's only like only because I've got most of the screen black, and it's overexposing, trying to pull out the light out of those blacks the camera is. Um, but yeah, I mean you can definitely see it. Let's see if I can just graze the edge here and keep it properly exposed. I have it in video mode, so it's trying to constantly adjust this exposure. Um, I guess I could put it in manual mode, and maybe we could pull it out a little better. Let me try that. Let me see if I can pull out any details. Let's see here. Manual exposure. Let's mess with the exposure here. Okay, yeah. I mean, there you go. I mean, there's a lot of glare, but you can kind of make out some details there. So definitely, a few weeks from now, it will be better. We will be able to see more detail. But it's there. I mean, you can definitely see it. Definitely make out Earthshine. You definitely make out the details of the moon there. Yeah, it's there. Let me try and get this. If I can get the glare off. Uh-oh, I lost the moon. Where'd it go? I'm going the wrong way, I think. No. Go back the other way. Oh yeah, there's definitely a whole lot of glare coming through there. But you can make it out anyway. So for anybody that cares about Earthshine and this whole, not even a debate, this whole debacle of a conversation that's been going on lately, uh, well, there it is. Okay, Earthshine, plain as day. And like I said, when I guess that's as low as or that's as high as I can go as far as exposure. I think that's it. Maybe I'm using the wrong button here. I can't really remember with no lights on it. Try and mess with it a little bit, Let's see if I can't pull any more detail out of it. I'm losing the track though. That's not good. Bear with me, guys. If anybody's actually watching, I can't even tell if anybody's watching right now. Ah, there it goes. For some reason, my telescope wasn't connected to my phone. Technical issues. But I'm trying to pull out some more earthshine by overexposing, but I think I have this exposure cranked all the way up, but it doesn't look like it's cranked all the way up. So I'm trying to figure out if I'm forgetting something on my camera. It's hard to see because it's dark, but I'm pretty sure I have it cranked all the way down. Oh, well, I don't have the ISO all the way up. That could help. What is that? Get off my screen. Hold on. There we go. I wonder if that is actually changing. I wonder if this is actually changing the exposure in the preview, though. Probably not. And let's crank the ISO up, see what happens. Alright, now back to preview. Well, the ISO's up. Let's see. Gotta get it back. Pull it back over. No, maybe it's not. I think the preview has its own settings, some type of custom settings. I'm not really sure how the preview works. I guess it's auto exposing the preview, probably. You can see some details in there. Being asked for a link. Is there a link? Let's see. Is there a link for this guy? It says I'm live and 0 watching, so awesome. Oh my god, so irritating. Go back to this. Alright, I'm still getting used to this Elgato thing and the software and how it all works and stuff, so well, I didn't even say that publicly, so let me try that again. This whole YouTube situation doesn't make any sense. Is this live? No. Videos. Oh, this is so irritating, isn't it? How do I freaking edit this thing? Okay. Okay, Morky's here, so I know people can see this. Great. Woot. All right. So it's just gotten dark, like dark enough to try this. So I am going to, if I can pull the moon back over into view here, I'm going to show you some Earthshine. This isn't the best time of the month to look at Earthshine. My telescope is not moving. Why is that? Or it's moving very slowly. Let me crank the rate up a little bit. Ah, stupid. Okay, there we go. And now it's still moving. Why is it doing that? Stop moving. Oh, I'm looking at the freaking YouTube. No wonder. Stupid. All right, back up. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so this is not the best time of the month to look for Earthshine, but we can still see it. So if you get it just right, you can see the edge of the moon there in the dark side. That's Earthshine, and it's not super bright, and you can't see a bunch of details because it's not at the right angle to get a lot of Earthshine. We have just enough to be able to tell the difference between the moon and the sky, basically, right now. It's a whole lot better whenever it's what's it called, waxing gibbous or whatever. Whenever the new moon is just starting to uh, show some shine again, some moon on or some sunshine on the moon again. I think it's called waxing gibbous. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, you can see it right there. Now I've got the exposure turned up as high as it can go in the preview. That's what this is. This is the preview, and I've got it streaming in the Elgato. But you can definitely see it there. So yeah, you can definitely see the edge of the moon, the dark part. And if we go back over here and let it expose properly, you'll see that it fades away. You can actually still kind of see it. Oh, there we go. Now it's fading away. So for anybody that's actually watching the debate, not debate, the debacle of a conversation that has been going on lately about whether or not Earthshine exists on the moon, period, not just eclipse time, but at all, then you'll understand why this is relevant. Also, I've had viewers ask me to live stream Earthshine since I've got this Elgato. So, in 2 or 3 weeks, I'm planning on live streaming some Earthshine, some good Earthshine where you can actually see the details of the moon. Uh, most of the time, you can see it with your eyes in that situation, so it'll come up nicely on the telescope as well. And that's about it. So, just wanted to kind of throw that out there. I will be doing proper Earthshine observation, which I'll try to set up OBS and maybe do a hangout, stuff like that, along with the Earthshine observation, so it's not just me talking and less boring. But there it is. Wanted to just demonstrate that and share that to everybody that you can see Earthshine, even now, in 2/3 phase, basically. Um, and whenever it's just a little sliver, it's even better. I mean, whenever it's a little sliver, you can see with your eyes. So I will attempt now to take a picture and then preview that picture. Let's see what happens. Way too bright. That's what I thought. Right now, let me change the ISO, crank that back down. 800. See what happens. Still way too bright. I'm also way far away here. You just got to bear with me. This is a camera plugged in, and it's just not not the best. 5 seconds. That's probably too much. 5 seconds at 800 ISO. Much. That's what I thought. Watched it. For some reason, the exposure isn't correct. It doesn't show me where properly exposed picture is. For some reason, I guess whenever it's attached to my telescope, it's not smart. ISO down. It's the moon. I should know better. Let's see here. Not in frame. Losing on the telescope. Let's see. Got to get the brightest part of the moon out of the picture. Although whenever you start doing that, you start getting a glare, so it's kind of a balance. Try this again. I'm going to speed this camera up here. It's still too bright. It's a reasonable zone here. Kind of getting details, just a little bit. I need to be a little slower. A full second, maybe. Let's see what it looks like right here. Kind of seeing some detail. Blurry because it's a full second. I need to get my remote. Let's go to a full and see what happens. Yeah, we're going to fight that glare. Yeah, like I said, it's the wrong time to do it. Just to do it, but it's there. That's really all I was trying to show, is that it is there. Yeah. Details out of that. I do believe. Maybe. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to get. But it doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, you can see the edge of the moon there. You can definitely differentiate it between the sky and yeah, that's a little better. Maybe I should just try it. Try it way over here and see what happens. I thought it'd get washed out a lot more. Let's try it. Let's try it right on it. See what happens. Why not? I'll go get my camera 10 screen to try and. It's hard to see. It's kind of blurry because I'm touching the camera. Let me see. Let me put a timer on it. Timer. And a 10-second exposure, which was enough. So let's do a 15-second exposure. It's counting down right now. I'm sure you can hear me. I just don't think there's enough earth shine on it, honestly. it's going to get, I mean, compared to the brightness of the rest of the moon, it's just going to, oh yeah, way washed out. Alright, so I think it's about as good as I'm going to get tonight, and I don't really think it's going to get any better, so oh, it's out of frame. Buttons to press. Let's try that one more time. Okay, so I'm gonna crank the exposure back up or back down and actually let you guys take a look at the moon itself. Unfortunately, I can't get rid of the white box unless I press record on video, and then whenever I press record on video, it's actually not as high quality. So I guess I just need a camera upgrade. It's basically what it comes down to. Bulb. I don't quite understand what's going on there. But anyway, there you go. Pretty cool shot. Not the best quality because for some reason the camera that I have doesn't actually output full HDMI. It's not 1080. It's somewhere in the middle between 1080 and 720. I don't know, it's something weird. But you can see how it's like framed bizarrely as well. So yes, unfortunately, that's just a limitation of the camera I have. I'm gonna have to get a better one. And the scope is not tracking at the moment. Lock. Why is it not connecting? Or why is it not tracking? Anyway, lots of toys to mess with. And like I said, for people that are coming late to the game here, I am going to be live streaming Earthshine whenever it's more appropriate, like whenever there's actually nice Earthshine to look at. And that'll be in 2 or 3 weeks. Actually, I need to look up exactly when it is and plan it. I'm going to try and do a hangout, which means I'm going to have to learn OBS and a lot of stuff I got to do to figure this stuff out, put it all together into a more polished presentation where I can actually talk to people and it's not just me rambling on. And anyway, so I'm going to shut down at least the audio portion of it. I'll leave the moon here if anybody wants to really watch it. And but I'm going to be done for talking for now. So if anybody wants to bail, do it. But I'm going to join the chat here and just see what everybody's chatting about. And just leave the moon up for now.